Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish she well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot. My health and a fine as hell from my head up to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With his rounds, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
I just ran a checkup on myself.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. Gets past one man, and he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Ready. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Wild Bill.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Now again to Jacobs running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is third and 8. He's got a man. It's Williams. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Come on now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he runs with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. They hit the distances that people start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch QB jump.
Working out of the gun. It's Barrett. The fight is tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
All day.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. Just taking it. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the flash and pass could very well be open.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We're going to keep getting
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you have max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your guys back in to try and keep them clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Clelin Ferrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st down, they go with Jenkins again. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. And who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You didn't want that? Son, go to bench.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Barrett. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Trey Burton. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points needed.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
I want that. Give me that Echo. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Operating from the gun. Barrett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clayton Dix with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
And now they're set inside the
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky, open man, Taylor Gabriel. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just said.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Trying to shake out the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Come on, set. You put the flag. 54. Exit.
Looking to throw on second down. Barrett, a Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. To throw is Barrett. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going midfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun, Barrett throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and the team is run away as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains for a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, how to sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
All right, T, let's all right, T.
On 2nd and 15 now, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
180. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, alert. Mike 54. Mike 54.
1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Quick throw here, caught by Gabriel. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Gets some running room with that.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though. Put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw there. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 for the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
Just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, turn it up.
This is Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Check 180. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky, rush coming, and he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Trubisky will throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needs. This will be Tyrell Williams. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You got 3, you got 3.
Carr gives him a shot. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Come on, baby.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Barrett looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown.
Right there.
Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
You don't want no problem from me.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, 180!
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. Watkins, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask your equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's put him on the buses.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get the ball. Get him. Get him.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here I come.
Move.
Here I come. Here I come. 25. Check 25.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now they lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Try to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe try to find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. It's over the ending.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Zip it.
Motion.
Off.
At 58.
Second and 11 now. Barrett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and 11. Here's Barrett on play action. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs in their recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Right there.
180.
54 Mike.
Hey, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
180. Lock in.
54. Here we go.
Third down and run with Cohen. And some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
Concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down. Gaining great field position. Turned into 6 points. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On the draw, Rashard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. Barrett. He'll buy some time right. It's caught. Jones. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Off the play fake, Barrett. He completes it to Jones. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Barrett looks to throw on first. He'll find his running back here, Rashard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
54, Mike 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw again on second down, Barrett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. They go option to the short side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On second and 12. Barrett will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Barrett. That's complete to Rashard, the running back. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. On 4th down, Barrett. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And Trubisky to the throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike 55. Right there. 55.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And this is, I think he got that with one hand. And he's Down not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Baby, let's go! Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. And got his man complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Barrett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, one set, one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
I'm going back to you.
He's going back to you. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get a
champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym.